we're all ready to print. And here's my setup. Everything's nice and close, so I can access everything. Now the ink slab has been preloaded, so I'm just rolling up the block. Usually I count how many times I load up the roller, and that all depends on proofing. So after a few proofs on newsprint, then I know more or less how much ink I'm going to need. Here we go. Now here's my block, still locked up from the last inking, so I'm releasing it from the nice device that I built. I place it on top so I can reach all the sides of it, and I'm now going to ink it. Again, this is the setup all nice and close, so I can don't have to walk all over the studio every time. Pretty much when you ink this many blocks that are such different styles, you have to do whatever the proof tells you. You can prop up some blocks or not, but more or less everybody's going to get about the same amount of ink, although you can leave some corners and some easy blocks a little less ink. But when doing so many different styles, it takes pretty much more ink towards the more ink side rather than towards the less ink side. This block was particularly well behaved, so I was very happy about that. I continued to ink and found out again through proofing that the top of the block was always a little lighter, so I go at it from all sides and different angles. And as you can see, it's very difficult to ink just one little block more or less than its neighbors. Everybody is, with the roller this big, everybody is getting about the same amount of ink. This is an 18-inch roller, about 5 inches in diameter. So it's all nice and inked, and now I'm going over some areas that continued to print a little bit lighter, maybe some blocks that were very dark, not a lot of carving, so I have nice solid areas going on. After putting the roller away, now I'm going to place the block into its nifty little chase. Drops right in, drop the furniture right in, and now I place the paper very, very carefully. There it is, all locked up. And I'm going to place the paper very carefully, trying not to get anything. Now, fortunately, the corners were free of ink, so I was able to place one corner and then just drop it in. You get better as it goes along. I only had like 1 or 2 mishaps. I used a blotter, a thin felt blanket, and a rubber blanket, and that gave me the ideal mix of pressure for this particular block. This is a Wheelon Pro press, and unfortunately they don't make them anymore, but it's real nifty. The roller moves rather than the bed, so I'm able to use it in my very small studio. Lifting up through one corner and all the way out, and I must say that every single print on this block came out just beautiful, crisp, no bouncing, no double printing. It really was a neat experience over the last couple of days printing all these. So now I'm going to hang it up in my rack system. These are closet racks and clothespins, and they go up and down with those pulleys, so it's kind of nifty because you can just lower them a little bit so that you don't have to climb very much. I do step on a stepping stool, and then one corner goes right into the pin without even opening the pin. It just slips right in, and the other one I secure just like that. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of prints hanging out. This is what it looks like, and they're just beautiful. And here's a day's work, here's another day's work, and here's a completely full rack, one finished block, all ready to go. Just repeat 424 times and you're done.